Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Deri. Today we are going to discuss about how to teach listening to young learner in Listen Teaching English for Children. Okay, let's start. How to teach listening to young learner. In this material, we have 3 points to discuss. 1. Listening as the first skill. 2nd, knowing the children learning channel, and the last, classroom technique and activities. Listening as the first skill. Listening is the first skill that children acquire or learn before speaking, reading, and writing. Some people think that hearing and listening are the same, but the matter of fact they have different meaning. When the children hear sound, mean that the process of receiving the sound directly coming to their ears. On the contrary, listening is the process of accepting the sound through their ears attentively, which means needing more focus and concentration or forgetting information. Jadi beberapa orang mengira bahwa hearing dan listening itu memiliki arti yang sama, padahal memiliki arti yang berbeda. Hearing itu hanya mendengarkan, proses di mana ada suara kemudian masuk ke telinga. Tetapi kalau listening ada suara masuk ke dalam telinga kemudian diproses di dalam otak secara dengan penuh perhatian. Maksudnya penuh perhatian di sini membutuhkan lebih banyak fokus dan konsentrasi untuk mendapatkan informasi. Dengan kata lain, hearing mendengarkan, listening menyimak. These are spiral points that should be paid attention for the teacher. They are 1. Remember that sound that had been said, then it disappear. It must fully repeat and retell. 2nd, the listener has a very short attention span. Consider the length of time based on the level or age. Next, understand the listening of children not only the end of the exercise but also the process when the children listen. Last, keep the key as a drive on listening subject or listen. It means the teacher hold the role of children behaving in the teaching and learning process. Knowing the children learning channel. As the teacher, we have to know of characteristic the learner style of student, because one of the way to receive the goal lesson is knowing the learning style of student. Some of learning characteristic or channel: 1. Auditory, 2nd tactile, and the last visual. Auditory, the children are able to receive listen by their hearing sensory easily. In other words, children can cut the word from the listening process dominantly. For instance, students can always remember the information from the teacher voice in the period of time. Tactile, the children are able to receive listen by their tactile sensory easily. In this case, the children can receive the information that is taught when it is provided by the things which can be felt by the children. For example, during the listening lesson, a teacher provides a miniature of the character based on the listening lesson. And the last, visual. The children are able to receive listening lesson by their visual sensory easily. The visual channel means that while learning, listening children are provided by a visual thing such as picture. For instance, a teacher gives a listening lesson and he or she is showing the picture. Last point, classroom technique and activities. Teaching listening skill need a proper technique so that activity in the classroom can work effectively. Total physical response or TPR is the method or technique that can be used on teaching listening properly. This method or technique really needs children respond during the lesson. Probably for children less than 8 years old need a prompt or demonstration from the teacher when they give response. The spiral technique and activities can be used when teaching listening skill. TPR with one command at time, TPR song, TPR finger play, TPR storytelling, TPR yes or no card, TPR drawing, table clapping, timing word activities, and the last minimal player. The TPR with one command at time. TPR technique is used at the command at the time from the teacher to the student. For instance, a teacher gives an instruction to the student for doing jump, and the student does the instructed command. In this case, the teacher must give the material before giving an instruction so that his student have already know the common vocabulary. Second, TPR song. In the TPR song, the teacher gives the material through singing a song, and by listening from the teacher, some students can repeat the song altogether with the teacher. The material can be in variously such as about new vocabulary, grammar, rules, etc. Next, TPR finger play. A teacher explain or tell the story while she is practicing her finger play together with the student. It is very useful for the student on focusing their listening and enjoying the learning process through her finger play. TPR storytelling. A storytelling is preceded by a teacher will be more interested if the teacher can mime and act based on the story of the storytelling book. Besides, the storybook contains a big picture which can entertain the student. The PR yes no card. Yes or no card are used to get student attention on their listening concentration. A teacher gives several instructions to the student which need student engagement by giving the answer using yes or no card. TPR drawing. A teacher gives an instruction and the student respond by drawing based on the teacher instruction. For instance, the teacher asks to the student about the number of student family, then the student may answer through their drawing. Sliding clapping. A teacher teaches a listening material by giving instruction of clapping. For example, the teacher demonstrates his or her clapping for word happy, and it can be spared by two syllables they are on clapping is have and the second P. Rhyming word activities. A teacher teaches the listening material by rhyming the word. Therefore, the student can easily practice the rhyming word altogether with the teacher. Word Rhyme is an interactive learning game for children, which is designed to help them learn and practice rhyming words. Children will enjoy this virtual board game as they cross the board from start to end and learn rhyming words on the way. Word Rhyme is a great way to help children learn new words and expand their vocabulary. The last, minimal pair. In the minimal pair way, the children need to be focused on their listening channel because they have to differentiate the vocabulary pair. In this term, the profile picture is recommended. The difficulty of thought is based on the level of children age or student level. Okay, that's all explanation about how to teach listening to young learner. Hope it's useful and sorry if any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.